How are you doing, guys? Welcome to Mafia. Can we give a big hand, everybody? Come on. Right. So the rules are quite simple. We are in Scottsville, so that's the town that we're in. And every contestant is going to introduce themselves as who they are. All right? And they are going to plead the case. I'm going to go around, pick a mafia, so 3 killers, and I'm going to pick a medic and 1 policeman. And after every night, something funny happens in this town of Scottsville. And so we are gonna find out, are you ready? Let's do it. Okay, I wanna ask every single person to close their eyes. Everybody close your eyes and heads down, please. Heads down, close your eyes. This is just to make sure you are not peeking. I'm gonna pick, and then everybody's gonna get a chance to introduce themselves. So as I walk around, I'm gonna tap 3 killers. Quite interesting. Okay, I've picked my 3 killers, all right? So if I tap you, you are the killer. Now, I'm tapping the medics. And now, I'll tap the policeman. All right. It is a new morning, a new day in Scottsville. Arise and shine, everybody. Welcome to the town of Scottsville. Can you please all introduce yourselves? We're going to start on the far right, and we're going to make all our way up to the left.
So I'm Jacob. I work as a mailman. Been working here for 15 years.
Interesting. Hi, Jacob.
Okay, I'm Lizzie, and I'm staying at home mom.
Okay, Lizzie.
Hi, my name is Nigel Wick. I'm John Wick's long lost son. And yeah.
Nigel Wick, right.
Hi guys, I'm Brenda, and I'm actually, I am an animal enthusiast. I love the animals.
Wow.
My name is Nazario. I work at Pick and Pay as a cashier.
All right, hi, Nazario.
Hi, my name is Coach Carter. I'm the coach of the local basketball team here. I've been coaching here for over 10 years. Yeah, that's me.
My name is Rumizai. You can call me Miles Morales too, because I'm like Spider-Man.
I am Mr. Will Watson, the president of Scottsville, and it's nice to meet the citizens of Scottsville.
Hello, my name is Pong Yang from North Korea. I work as a butcher in this town over, I don't know, Scottsville. Yes.
Hello, my name is Rushka, and I'm the Prime Minister of this town of Scottsville.
Oh, it's very suspicious. All right, so that's a pretty crazy round to start off with. I mean, everybody's just doing introductions, but already there's some people who don't even know the town that they're in. And so right now we're just going to allow these town members to just speak to each other and really just find out more about who they are and what suspicious things can they gain from them. So I'm going to allow you to deliberate.
I have a question for Lily. Lizzie, what do you do at home? Stay at home, mom, in this bad economy?
I don't even have kids, but I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Whoa, that's a bit suspicious right there.
That's suspicious to me.
My goodness.
Suspicious to
So you
me.
say you're a mom that doesn't have kids? Shocks you, but.
So what are your mom to ghosts?
Maybe.
The mom to dead people.
My goodness.
Ghosts that you
Right.
transferred from the living to the dead.
Yes.
Person.
How big is your house? How big is your graveyard?
My goodness. Shucks.
I have a question for the animal lover. What
Enthusiast, actually.
enthusiast is same. what animals it is. Wild animal, kind animal.
Actually, Brenda. My name's Brenda.
Brenda.
And I just love the birds. You know, I love the birds, the pigeons and the sparrows and the...
That's enough. That's enough.
Are you talking about the big birds? Because those birds, they look like humans when they die. So how are we supposed to know if
Vultures.
we have humans?
Vultures.
Right, I just want to intervene here because it seems in this town there's some people who are suspiciously quiet. I mean, you've got a gentleman with the shades who hasn't said a single word, and we've got the gentleman right here with the glasses who has just been looking and analyzing people. I mean, what's going on? We've got Coach Carter.
Actually, Coach Carter, what's the team that you called? What's the name of the team? You don't even know?
Oh no, that's scary.
Wow.
I'm supposed to trust this
Wow.
man.
Well, it's like the shade guys throwing shade.
Quite shady.
Quite shady.
I mean, my family is shady already, you know. My dad's John Wick, and you know, because personally, I work for the FBI, by the way. So it's my family is just complicated. My dad is an assassin. I have to work with FBI.
Oh, days.
It's just
So you used to this life, huh?
I have a response for this.
Yeah, the team thing.
I'm very ashamed that you would ask such a question because the team is what keeps this community together. How many basketball games have you attended of this team? As a person who supposedly cares about the safety of this town.
Wow, it's very interesting, right?
Basketball saves lives, bro.
I mean, I haven't seen you in one game. I've seen the Prime Minister in the game. I've seen the President at the game. Very supportive. Can you even name a player in the basketball team?
No, actually.
So why would you care about the team name?
No.
Sure.
That's not my
My question is done. My question.
Wow, that was quite heated, but as that debate was happening, the sun was going down in Scottsville. So everybody, close your eyes and bow your heads because it is nighttime. But before we continue, I want to ask all the killers, don't make it obvious, don't make sounds when you move, but just look at each other and acknowledge each other. I'm going to give you time to acknowledge each other, and you may close your eyes and bow your heads. Right. Thank you, Mafias. Now, Mafias, I actually want to ask you to pick somebody to kill. Somebody who you see as a threat. Someone who's going to come against your Mafia organization. All right? So you can just do a head bop. Don't worry, I'm watching everybody's eyes. Nobody's looking. And tell me, who do you want to assassinate? Right. Pick anybody. All right, can I confirm? All right, perfect, confirmed. Medic, can you put your head up and everybody else heads down? Heads down, eyes closed. Medic, can you choose who you want to save? All right, thank you, Medic. Got it. Policeman, head up. Choose who do you want to accuse, and I will give you a nod if it is a killer, and I will shake my head if it is not. Right. Everybody heads up. Good morning, Scottsville. Breaking news. It is devastating. Somebody has been killed. And guess who it is? It is the single mom. Lizzie was found murdered in her house at 2 a.m. And so, Lizzie, we just want to say thank you. You have been murdered. You may step out.
Oh my days.
Dead person.
The single stay-at-home mom dies first. I didn't even have the chance to have children first. Like, did the game even start? This is not fair.
She has entered heaven. And
I would just like to release, as the president of Scottsville, his condolences go out to the Lizzie family and the ghost world. We have been saddened by this tragedy. We are really under investigation, and I've tasked the Prime Minister to assign a force. Nick Wick as well has been assigned to investigate this criminal and horrendous offense. Lizzie was a lady that stood for nothing. Lizzie was a lady that that loved people in her home. Though they were not seen, she saw them. She captured their hearts, and her heart was big. So was her backyard. So we want to really send our condolences to the friends and families of Lizzie. Thank you.
From the dead homes.
As the Prime Minister, we will get to the bottom of this. Our community needs to stand together and we will find this killer and we will give them the punishment that they deserve.
Yes.
Prime Minister, I'm sorry to interject. I expected more from you in your statement given the past history you and Lizzie have had.
Sure.
And I know it's Lizzie was happily married, but given that you guys attended the same high school, I expected more from you, a more emotional take.
Sorry, Mr. Coach. I have one question. Why in this town do we have a president and a prime minister? What is your job? I've never had any country, a town with a president and a prime minister.
That's a great question.
I question the corruption in this town. I don't know. Prime Minister, please explain. What do you do in this town for us?
As the Prime Minister, it is my duty to make sure that me and the President are working together to provide the best things for you guys. Me and the President, we work hand in hand to make sure that your finances, your toilets keep on flushing and that you are safe and secure. The President cannot take care of everybody, including you, Mr. Butcher. The meat that you cut and import, we need to make sure.
I think just his basic stay is what we cover. I mean, the documents that he has rights to stay in this country. I think
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I'm just a cashier named Nazario, no? But there's just 9 people in this town. Why is there so much work for 2 people? But I don't know, man.
I don't trust this.
No. Listen, sorry, I think his accent just changed.
And then
Talking about suspicious.
What are you talking about?
I have another question for you, bruh. Now, I was thinking last night, when I was drinking my tea. Yesterday, you were in all time talking about dead people and graveyards, bro.
That's a good point.
That's
Must say.
What's your agenda, bruh? No, man.
It's true.
You asking me questions? Look at John Wick.
John Wick's son.
Exactly. What's up with that, huh?
No, one thing I know is, I know my dad is probably behind this, one of his friends. So like as the FBI.
Off confession?
No, I'm just saying, I know how my dad is mine.
Prime Minister.
Well, yeah.
And no, I know none of them.
John,
I know them too.
we need to investigate.
I think my dad is behind.
All right, listen up. It's time for voting. So what you are simply going to do as a town, right, is vote who you think is the killer. Who do you think is part of this mafia group that executed the single mom in cold blood? So we're all going to take turns and we're going to vote a person who you think is part of this syndicate. We're going to start from the right and we're going to go all the way to the left. Thank you.
I would say go with the obvious answer. John Wick's son.
Right, it's one vote for John Wick. John Wick, who do you vote?
The Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister. Interesting. All right, that's one for John Wick Jr., one for the Prime Minister. Who do you vote?
Actually, I think birds are whispering to me and they're telling me Mr. John Wick here.
Wow.
My fears.
John Wick Jr., 2 votes. Mr. Nazario.
Guys, I'm just saying, a mafia isn't just one person. It might be more than one, eh?
So if you see it's ganging up on me, just know one.
But what if you and Andre
was protecting him.
What if you and Andre and you guys are just trying to pull the attention of you guys?
Never mind.
I think it's you too. What's your name? Andre.
Oh.
No, my name is Rumbidai.
Maybe Andre's the accent he changed it.
Oh.
Now makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Now makes sense.
Oh, seems to have 2 personalities. So, just to confirm, who's your vote, Mr. Nazario? Just one. Pick one.
Just one.
Oh, it's Rubizar.
Right, Rubizar. Perfect. Coach Carter, who do you vote?
I was really gonna go with the Prime Minister given his affairs in the past, but it was such a simple question and the way Mr. Nazario, was it Nazario answered with so many words. It was just a simple question.
That's right.
I just gotta go with him and
All
vote. What
So
a-
just to confirm, you vote Mr. Nazario. So you've got two votes John Wick Jr., one vote Mr. Nazario, one vote for Rumbidzai, and one vote for the Prime Minister. Right, Rumbidzai, who do you vote?
You know me, I'm not from this country, but back from my country, I know that the president is the most powerful. He can do anything and sweep under the carpet. That's why he's instructing the prime minister to do his dirty work.
So who do you vote?
I have to go with the prime minister.
So that's 2 votes for the Prime Minister, 2 votes for John Wick Jr., 1 for Nazario, 1 for Rumbidzai. Mr. President, who do you vote?
I think if we had to do any dirty work, it would have been removing you from our country.
Wow.
You should be glad that you actually still here and that we take care of our citizens. You should rest assured that your life is not out of this. So I'm gonna vote you.
Wow.
Since you have really no confidence in this country, you should
My
first of all
goodness.
leave. And you'll not leave alive, you'll leave dead.
So that's 2 votes for Rumbidzai, 2 votes for John Wick Jr., 2 votes for the Prime Minister, 1 for Nazario. All right, who do you vote, Mr. Asia?
I came from Pyongyang, from North Korea, a country that you cannot escape. I did not come here to kill people or to be killed. But I don't trust this Prime Minister. I personally vote. I don't know about the president, but the Prime Minister. Goodbye.
All right, 3 votes for the Prime Minister, 2 for John Wick Jr., 2 for Rumbidzai. Prime Minister, who do you vote?
Personally, I just have to interject here because I personally took my brother and I made sure he had the job that you have right now. It is my work and the president. We take care of you. John work, son. You are successful because of our contribution to this country.
Thank you.
We have a beautiful park with all the beds, and the bed whisperer who likes bed is making sure you are safe.
With all due respect, Mr. Prime Minister, can you tell us who do you vote?
All the way assisted. And as for these rumors about the affair, I have no affair. But personally, I vote for this guy.
Mr. Rumbidzai. So that leaves us at a tie. We've got 3 votes for Mr. Rumbidzai, 3 votes for the Prime Minister. So it's simple. We are just going to do a simple tiebreaker for all the people. So everybody, we're going to do a speed round. You're not explaining anything. Just say a name between the 2 of them. We're going to start from the right. Either Rumbidzai or Mr. President.
Mr. Rumbidzai.
Rumbidzai, 1 vote. You.
Rumbidzai.
Rumbidzai, 2 votes. You.
Rumbidzai.
Rumbidzai, 3 votes. Nazario. Rumbidzai, 4 votes. Mr. Carter.
Rumbidzai.
Rumbidzai, 5 votes. Rumbidzai.
I still go for the prime minister.
Okay, 1 vote, Mr. President and Prime Minister.
Sorry, you addressing the Prime Minister?
No, sorry, the President.
It's all right. I think I'll go for Rumbidzai.
Rumbidzai, 6 votes.
Rumbidzai.
Rumbidzai, 7 votes.
Rumbidzai.
Rumbidzai, 8 votes. Rumbidzai has been voted out. Thank you, Mr. Rumbidzai. Can you all clap for it?
You know, sometimes when you come to a country, especially as a refugee, you need to find safety in the prime minister and the president. But they don't like foreigners, these guys. I don't want. I'm going back to my country. Even if I become poor, it's fine. I'm going back. Otherwise, I'm done with this sweet Scotland. I don't even know the name.
As he left the country, news came in.
Oh.
And this news would determine whether the people of Scottsville were right or wrong. And it was tragedy in Scottsville because they were wrong. He was not the killer. There are still 3 killers in the city of Scottsville, and right now they outnumber the civilians. But guess what? It is nighttime. So I want to ask everybody to close their eyes and bow their heads as I am watching all of you. Everybody close your eyes and bow your heads. I want to ask the killers, heads up, and make a quick decision about who you want to kill. This person is a threat to you. This person almost got it. So can I confirm that that's who you want to kill? All right, perfect. Heads down, killers. Medic, head up. Who do you want to save? All right, got it. Thank you, medic. Head down. Policeman, who would you want to accuse?
All right, thank you, Mr. Policeman. Good morning, everybody. It was such an eventful night in Scotland because guess what happened? There was an attempt on somebody's life. And it was the Korean man. Take him out, but luckily the medic saved him. So, very close call. And so, what do you have to say for yourself, Mr.
I knew someone was after my life. I came from Pyongyang, I almost lost my life to escape the country, and people want to kill me again.
I do want to say, Mr. Chongyang, that our town has really diligently served the people, and I think after we lost Mam Lizzie and we gladly deported Mr. Tsai because he was ungrateful for our services. But one thing I want our citizens to rest assured is that we will find the criminals, and even those whose lives are at risk, we will protect them at any cost. And I'm really thankful that our Prime Minister, you've done a great job.
We found some evidence linking Mr. Rumbidzai and the killer during our investigation.
Okay, thank you.
And we also emphasized that our paramedics and our hospitals are in full blast mood to save people of this country.
All right, I just want to say that journalists confirmed that Rumbidzai had nothing to do with the mafia, and he was completely innocent.
This town is full of nonsense. I actually believe this Prime Minister is fake.
Wow.
Because they reassured me that my life is safe. But it seems
your life.
You know, I'm not in the mafia because they wanted to kill me.
Your life is safe. That is why they have saved you. That is why you are safe.
I have a question, Lord. As much as you might say the Prime Minister is fake, right? We have Jacob here, and he's just a member of the community. He does nothing. And
he says he's a mailman.
He's just a member, right?
No, a mailman. A mailman.
A mailman.
And what's mail these days?
He's been awfully quiet.
2023.
Yes,
Mailman.
I live next to Coach Carter.
I mean, of all the members here, who do you think has the time to murder? A mailman, the Prime Minister, the President, her, a coach, or an FBI member?
So I'm not the mailman that go deliver letters. I work in the company, in the mail building. I help out to job coverage,
Stop the cap.
licensing,
Stop the cap.
restaurant,
Stop the cap.
transporting of goods.
We
inside Africa.
found some evidence that you, especially, you were having some beef with our butcher here because you did not get the kind of meat that you like in the butcher.
You wanted human meat.
Yes, you wanted human meat.
And the butcher, to agree, is a man of principle in this town. He does not take any briberies. He's a man of his word.
But
Very tough man in the community.
I just want to shift our focus because I think one thing that's worrying me as the president of Scottsville is so-called bird whisperer. What do you call
The
yourself?
bird enthusiast act.
Enthusiast. And she's so enthusiastic to send birds to do her dirty job.
That's true. If you ever watched Game of Thrones, there's this old guy, the bird whisperer, and he knows everything that's going on. The birds, they research, they tell you everything. So
That's what I wanted to say is that I have confirmed information that this is his daughter.
wow.
So she's been
Actually, if I can just interject here, I use my birds for peace. So don't let that happen again.
Pieces
And I actually think that coach over here,
pieces of body.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but
Coach Carter, please. Please speak.
what do you think?
Please.
First of all, I'd like to.
We can't hear you, Coach Carter.
First of all, I'd like to honor my president and my prime minister.
Wow.
I am very.
This sounds like a suspicious.
That's so suspicious. I mean, just to remind everybody, there are 3 people in the mafia. Yeah. They just decided to honor 2. That's what I'm saying. In an unbiased way. I'm just putting that out there.
I have to honor them because they are my leaders, and this town, like I said, they've been very supportive of the successful basketball team that we have that keeps this community together in a time like this. But I'd have to agree here with my friend that she uses the birds for peace. And my local basketball team comes and even feeds the bird.
Oh, no.
And I have to agree with her that she's a very peaceful member of the community.
Coach, what's your friend's name?
Yeah.
We will end it on that note because it is time for the elimination elections of Scottsville. All right? So,
I'm sorry, I'd just like to release a press briefing. Just immediately. And listen, if I am incorrect, I can be released from my oath of office. That this bird whisperer and this coach are not in coalition to bring down the people of Scottsdale.
Thank you, Mr.
But
President.
aside from the coach, I have zero confidence that he could be part of this, but I want to put it on record that I plead and put my whole vote to you.
Thank you.
all right, so let's get to voting. Let's get to voting now. Let's get to voting. We're going to start right there and we're going to go all the way to the left. Thank you, Mr. Jacob.
I'm gonna go with this guy in the middle. Has this spoken anything? I never even seen my
Nazario.
Yes.
I never had the chance.
One vote, Nazario. Mr. John Jr.
Use bird whisperer.
One vote, Bird Whisperer. One vote, Nazario. Miss Bird Whisperer.
Okay, so once again, I'm going to go. No, actually, for someone who is accusing me so much, it has to be because you're guilty.
Of course.
I'm gonna go with you.
All right, that's one vote to the Mr. President. One vote, Nazario. One vote, Bird Whisperer. Nazario, who do you vote?
She does what she does best.
I don't feel safe sitting next to Coach Carter, guys.
All right, that's one vote. Let's go. One vote, Bird Whisperer. One vote, Nazario. And one vote, Mr. President. Coach Carter, who do you vote?
I think I've been very clear on my support for my president, my butcher, and my prime minister. So definitely Mr. Nazario over here.
2 votes, Mr. Nazario. 1 Bird Whisperer. 1 Coach Carter. 1 Mr. President. Mr. President, who do you vote?
Bird whisperer.
Bird Whisperer. 2 votes to the Bird Whisperer. 2 votes to Mr. Nazario. 1 vote to Mr. President and 1 vote to
I'll go for Mr. Nazario because looking a bit suspicious.
I agree.
All right, so that's 3 votes for Mr. Nazario. All right, Prime Minister, who do you vote?
I found my tomatoes missing in my basket when I bought my stuff, so I will go for Nazario.
Nazario, 4 votes, Mr. Nazario. You've been voted out. Can we give him a big hand? Thank you, Mr. Nazario.
I feel safer already.
Hello guys, this is Nazario. Yeah, online, I'm actually quite thankful that they sent me out there because I felt a lot safer when I left. But first, to my boss at Pick n Pay, I didn't steal tomatoes. I hooked them up with nice tomatoes. And bird enthusiast, man. Nah, man. I knew you were Sumble from the beginning with the liking birds and talking to birds. But not quite. Next time, better hope I'm not a mafia.
All right, so news has struck Scottsville, and the journalists are going crazy because they are panicking. Because once again, they've deported someone who is not the killer and not part of the mafia. That means that there's still 3 people sitting here in Scottsville that are part of the mafia. 3 killers sit on office. And I just want to remind you, Scottsville, that once the killers outnumber the civilians, they win.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
I think everybody just needs a rest.
Yeah. So right before we all deliberate and debate, it's not time. So everybody close your eyes. Once again, bow your heads. And it is night time in the town of Scottsville. Killers, as I'm looking around to make sure nobody's looking, can you quickly tell me who do you want to execute? Who do you want to execute? Can I confirm? All right, killers, heads down. Thank you. All right, medic, who do you want to save? Who do you want to save, medic? Pick somebody to save. Right, thank you, medic. Policeman, who do you want to accuse? Accuse somebody. All right, thank you, Mr. Policeman. Head down. Rise and shine in the land of Scottsville. Tragedy has struck. Somebody has been murdered. Coach Carter. What? He is deceased. Gone. And so Coach Carter was found in his car with a knife through his neck.
Wow.
And they took his blood and they wrote revenge on the window. And that
First of all, I'd like to honor my president and assure that I chose correctly in trusting him. Fun enough, when I was about to get shot, I knew that at that time I had messed up. There's been a lot of signs in this town about violence and abuse against females, and I've been a very big supporter, me and my basketball team. But once again, what has always been the downfall of a man? I'll leave it at that, and best believe that I have no words, Kuda. No words.
All right, and so there are 6 people left, meaning if the Mafias win this round, then they win the game because they would have outnumbered all the civilians. So it's time for critical thinking, everybody, and I'll allow you to debate and deliberate.
We here at the Office of Parliament, we are opening with a statement to say that John Wick's family has been found in some hot waters and might be partially involved in the murder of our basketball coach. He did not like him and said accusations to him. They had an argument before they left the tavern last night, and John Wick's son said with his own mouth that I will visit you in heaven. And
Wow.
concerning.
These interesting findings.
Another thing I'd like to add, John Wick's son, his dad killed a basketball player. So back then, your dad killed a basketball player back then.
Wow, that's actually facts.
So now coach is dead. I'm not pointing fingers, I'm just saying. Blood is thicker than water. Just say.
I think, as I was saying to the town last night, I think let's just rest on this matter. I think some striking information came to my attention, which I am not pleased about. Is that 3 people have been brought to my table to be suspects as murderers in this town. And it's so sad that they're still on the roll and are amongst us. And those are the bird whisperer, Mr. Jacobs, and unfortunately, my Prime Minister. And so we have decided, as a president, I've decided to release my Honorable Prime Minister from all duties until further notice where this investigation has been concluded. I thank you.
All right, and news from the journalism, just so that everybody in Scottsville gets to make their own decision, is that this information that was given to the president is not confirmed. And so it is up to you to side with the president or to make your own decision.
Listen, as the FBI, I side with the president 100%. 100%. Because the mailman, as much as he might look innocent, he's just been shady since well.
No.
And why?
I don't trust this.
Why is it?
This task is too suspicious.
Me and Coach Carter were best friends.
No.
We played ball
No,
together.
but since the first round, you've always been coming for Julian's side. Why?
Bro,
the
you
first
know
round.
family.
The first round.
Family says it all.
No, but I'm not paying. I went for the FBI.
But this one.
You voted for me.
Who's your dad?
Bad. It's not a bad whisper. It's a bad whisper. Bad whisper. In my
Not dad.
Sorry. Two stories. Let's.
I just want to say, I of all people am personally touched by the death of Coach Carter.
You don't even do
You're personally touched because it was a thing from your heart.
No, he was
my
the
friend.
only one who stood by me
Who?
when I was being accused. Coach.
Coach.
And I think you've been trying to get me out, which is a little suspicious.
Really?
Yes.
Really? So a president doing
I
the
don't know
job
about
is
the rest.
suspicious.
I don't know about the rest, but I will make sure
So wait.
know that he's been out for me.
So Prime Minister, since you're doing leave of your duties,
I have not been released from my duties yet. There is still investigation happening.
I was suspicious of this man from the first matter. Citizens, believe me, this man.
Yeah.
First of all, why is he a prime minister?
As a person who immigrated from Korea, we need to question your
You almost killed me.
to our country.
You almost killed me in this country. There's no democracy.
Yeah.
I provide you the best meat. The meat.
How do we know you're smuggling weapons?
Smuggling weapons, so you killed your citizens. I'm a country citizen.
I think, Mr. Prime Minister, I must say, as the president who really holds my oath of office with diligence and competency, I'm very disappointed to. If this is true, I am very disappointed that you would have used your oath of office to
Disappointment.
I made an oath, Mr. President, before to this country to serve you, bring you justice and truth.
Yeah,
and I have brought nothing but that.
It looks
I say.
Oh, stop there. You have brought No, stop there. You have brought nothing. You have brought nothing.
I have saved your life. I saved your life.
All right, guys.
It's magic for you.
It is about that time once again for the elimination elections in the town of Scottsville. And so everybody will get an opportunity to do a vote to eliminate somebody. And civilians, you have to be smart here, because if the mafias work together on this one, it is over. All right, let's start with Mr. Jacobs.
No, it's a tough one, eh? Because all evidence points to our prime minister, but I know deep down inside of me, he's the son of an assassin. I'm going to show John Wick's son.
All right, one vote, John Wick's son. John Wick Jr., who do you vote?
Between the Prime Minister and the bad whisperer, my gut is telling me the bad whisperer. Come on.
Okay, one vote, John Wick's son. One vote, Bird Whisperer. Bird Whisperer, who do you vote?
Okay, so I could go with revenge because you're voting for me. Or I could go with who I'm suspicious of.
Of course.
Uh,
A good credit has never gotten anybody anywhere.
okay, I think I'm gonna go with. Okay, you both are gonna vote for me, so I'm gonna go with John Wick.
Okay, 2 votes, John Wick's son. 1 vote, Bird Whisperer. Mr. President, who do you vote? All right, perfect. So 2 votes, Bird Whisperer. 2 votes, John Wick's son. Mr. Butcher.
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister, 1 vote, Prime Minister. 2 votes, Bird Whisperer, and 2 votes, John Wick's son. Who do you vote?
Me personally, we have filed accusation on John Wick's son, and we will.
No, we just know. You're dead.
All right, everybody, calm down. The results of the elections have just been handed. Right. Mr. John Wick Jr., you have been deported back, so may you stand up and leave Scottsville. And as he has been deported back, the news has come that he was just a normal civilian. The mafias have won. Jacob, the Bird Whisperer, and the Prime Minister win the game.
I didn't go for you. I didn't go for you.
Jacob. That mailman was onto me since round 1. Him and the Bird Whisperer. And I knew those two were the mafia. And 2 lives. 2 people died. 2. But anyways, I'm just John Wick's son. So I'm just gonna make a call to my dad, and yeah, my dad is just gonna sort things out. But anyways, you 2 are dead. Peace.
Prime Minister! No ways. Prime Minister in a small town. Impossible. First of all, my life was, it was an attempted murder, literally. An attempted murder. And I had to save myself. No, dirty round. Next time. Mafias, I'm coming for you.
As the president of Scottsville, I'm highly disappointed in our prime minister, and we have released him from his duties as of immediate effect. It's just so sad that people have such thoughts in such a small town, and nobody stands for integrity and honesty. I just want to apologize to our cashier, Nazaria. You know, you've always hooked me up with the nice tomatoes there at the Pick and Pay. But I really want to thank all the civilians that were full of integrity and have lost their life as a result of mafias in our town. Mr. Jacobs, Bird Whisperer, Prime Minister, the law shall take its course. I thank you.
Okay, so it's not a bird enthusiast. I'm actually the mafia. So, pew pew.
You know, as the Prime Minister of this country, I made an oath to protect and make sure that there is peace in my country. And I am not impressed that my own president would go against me, because we have been serving in the office together and I have brought nothing but justice to the killers. I made sure that our butcher, we had the best medical aid and had all the things that he needed. But unfortunately, people don't trust me. Even though I'm killing them same time, you should trust me that I'm gonna kill you. It is part of the job. You need to protect your country even by killing other people. And if you're a president watching this, I did not say that. Don't come for me. Anyway, like, subscribe, or else I'll come for you next.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As you can see, it's a messy in Scottsville. The civilians have failed. They have lost this one. Big ups to the mafias. They've won. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Goodbye.